Hi guys, welcome back to the channel No Code Fever, and today we are going to see how we can build this product listing page on Bubble. So you can see that we have 4 different groups here showing 4 different products running shoes, hats, trousers and men's watch. So there are many different ways in which you can build this product listing page. One is you can just drag and drop each of the product group as a separate group here and then compile all of them together. But I wanted to make this video to show you one very important element that we have under containers, which is called repeating group. Now this is a very useful element provided by Bubble here because it saves a lot of time, because when you are just doing each of the products manually by just dragging and dropping each of the components here individually, it takes up a lot of time. But all of those repeating tasks is taken care by this repeating group here. So let me show you how this is done. So we have a blank workspace here. So for the first step, let's create a database. For that, we have to go under the data tab on the left panel here. And then you can see a already provided user data. This is provided by default by Bubble, but we have to create a new data type, right? So we'll go under the new type here and create a product type, and we'll click on create. And then under the type name product, we will have some new fields. So for the first, we'll have a name for each of the product and its field type will be text. So we'll click on create. We have a name field, which is a text. And then for each of the product, we'll have a price, and this is a number. So we'll click on create, and then for each of the product, we'll have a description of the product, and this will also be a text type. So we'll create this, and for each of the product, we'll have a image, and this will be a image type. So we'll click on create. And now we have a product data for which we have 4 different fields: description, image, name and price. And you can see it under the app data tab here. And if you want to manually create a data set, you have to go here and click on new entry. And so for now, we'll create these 4 manually. The first one is running shoes. So we'll click on new entry. We'll type the name running shoes, and then we'll provide some description. So I'll just copy paste it from here and paste it here. And for the price, let's take some random $100. And for image, I've downloaded some of the images, and we'll select one shoe image, and then we'll click on create. So the first data, which is running shoes, is created here. Now we'll create similar entries for the other 3 products. So I created these 4 entries for each of the products that we have: men's watch, trousers, hat and running shoes. Now next, what we have to do is we go under the design tab, and now we use this repeating group element here. So we just drag and drop it on our workspace, and let's make its size a bit larger to cover each of the products. And then just to change the layout, we need to fix the number of rows to 2 and the number of columns to 2. So now you can see it looks something similar to what we have here as the 4 different products. And now first we have to define what type of content this repeating group will have. So we select product here because each of the repeating group will contain a separate product, right? And under the data source, we have to do a search for, and under the type we select product. Now what will happen is that this repeating group will fetch the data from the database under the name products, and it will have all of the products that is listed in the database and show it here on the dashboard. Now next, what happens is that whenever you drag any element under one of the groups in a repeating group element, it replicates in all of the other groups. So let me show you how. So this is a repeating group. What I want to do is first create this separate cards under each of the repeating group, right? So this card is nothing but a separate container group here. So I'll just drag and drop here, and first I'll change the layout of this repeating group to fixed, and then you can just adjust the layout of it anywhere by dragging it. So now we'll just change the appearance of this card by changing the roundness to, let's say, 10, and we'll define some shadow here by setting it to outset, and let's increase the blur radius to around 16. So now you can see it looks something similar to what we have here. So let's change the group name to a product. And now the process is very easy. We just have to grab some visual elements from the visual elements tree here. So first we'll grab a image element. So we'll just drag and drop an image here, and let's adjust its size. It will cover the top half of the group. So I'll just adjust it somewhat like this, and cover the entire space here. And next we have a product name here. So I'll just drag and drop a text element here, and let's change its appearance to bold and adjust its size, and I'll select its text size to be 24. And then we have a description. So this is also a text element, so I'll just drag and drop a text visual element, adjust its size. And then we have again a price element, so we'll just change it to bold. And finally we have a button here, so let's adjust the size of button somewhat small and change its color to black and increase the roundness to 20. So now the process is very simple. If you remember, we defined the repeating group type of content to be product and the data source to search for the products in the database. Now what we have to do is, for each of the groups in the repeating group, we also have a type of content and a data source. So for the type of content, again we have the product, and for the data source now we have an option called current sales product. So we define it here like this, and now the process is very simple. We click on the image and we select the dynamic image option, and we click here on the parents group products image. And the next we have a name, so we click on the insert dynamic link, and for that we have parent groups products name. Then we have a description, so we click on insert dynamic data parent groups products description, and we have a price. So for this we need a dollar symbol here, so we'll just type it manually and then just delete this edit me and click on insert dynamic data parent groups products price. So this is done. Now let's preview it. So if we just go to the preview button here, so this is how easy it is to build something like a product listing page using repeating groups. So you see that it is a lot faster than when you manually do each of these separate elements as a group. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below if you have any questions regarding Bubble or no code development in general, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.